Yeah. Let's 178, right? Yeah.
Oh, before we start, are you okay with maybe doing the podcast either Sunday or Tuesday next week?
Yeah, we can do Sunday. Might actually need to either change it to Sundays or maybe go live a little bit later on Mondays because Brittany starts her job and she doesn't get off until 7:30. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
But yeah. Next week we can do Sundays. I'm cool with Sunday.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, we're going to the dog shelter on Monday, so we might.
Did you guys find a dog? Or
Well,
are just going to look?
Yeah, like we can't like pre-choose a dog. We just have to like see what's available and then go in and
Gotcha.
see if anyone's taking them. So we're just gonna go and see what happens.
Yeah, that's probably the best option anyways, just to go and
like not going with a certain expectation of
a
certain dog.
Yeah. Find one you like and then take it out to the little petting area or whatever they have and see how the vibes are and then
do
go
a
from
little
there.
vibe check.
Little vibe check. All right. Are you you ready to start this up?
Let's do it.
Cool. All right. Make sure. There we go. All right. Looks great. Looks great. Nick, talk one more time for me.
Hello. How you doing?
Cool. That sounds good. All right. You ready?
Let's do it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Bros Cast, episode 188, ever so closer to 200, which is kind of insane.
We're gonna hit it this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're halfway through the year.
Yeah. So we'll hit it. I mean, gosh, within
Then 12 weeks.
12 weeks, yeah.
3 months. So
unless
3 months from now.
Unless we skip an episode or something like that, yeah, we should. Yeah, we should be getting there before.
Pretty hype.
Yeah, before like the Game Awards. So.
What did we do for 100? Did we do our top 100 games?
Or I think that we did. Let me look. I'm pretty sure it was the top 100 games of all time, or top 25 games of all time.
Or top 25.
It was top 25. Yeah, I think we were we initially started 100 and we're like, that's too much of an undertaking. Maybe we could go back for 200. Maybe we could go back and pull up our old lists and maybe compare it. Think of be like, I don't know, all the games that have come out. Like I know Elden Ring is going to be in our top 25 for sure. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is going to be there.
Yeah, because I mean that was I think that was 2021 when we hit 100. So yeah, pre Elden Ring, pre Tears of the Kingdom, maybe pre Metroid Dread.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, pre Metroid Dread. It'll be pre Starfield. I mean, we don't know exactly what Starfield's going to be, but I mean, it lives up to the hype. I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
So
pre Gollum.
Yeah, pre Gollum, pre Pokemon. So yeah,
we'll have to take a look back.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. But yeah, my name is Harrison. I am joined by my brother Nick, as always. Nick, how you doing? How was your week? I know how your weekend was.
Oh, you sure did. Week was good. I don't even know. I didn't really do much. I bought a drum set, bought an electric drum set. Yeah, you played some tunes on it on Saturday.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. But I had my second drum lesson on Wednesday of last week, and we were playing Say It Ain't So by Weezer. And I was like, damn, like I could just practice on some pillows, like set up pillows, kind of like a drum set. But I had been looking on Amazon for some electronic kits, and like I was deciding whether or not to get just like a regular acoustic drum, like an actual drum kit.
Yeah.
And I was like looking into like how to kind of silence it a little bit. So there were like these silencing pads that I could have gotten, but I was on Facebook Marketplace and a guy had posted a kit like an Alesis electronic drum kit, like $150 cheaper than Amazon, and
Wow.
it was essentially fresh out of the box, like it had never been
Yeah,
used.
yeah, it looked like brand new.
Yeah, he had gotten it for his son, and his son didn't didn't use it
Wow.
at all. So, yeah, I went over there and we like talked for like 20 minutes, and he showed me how to set it up and everything. And yeah, it's super fun. It feels
Yeah.
like somewhat comparable to an actual drum kit, just with smaller pads.
Yeah.
Whereas with like actual drums, it's like you have a huge surface area to hit. So that's like the only major difference, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it.
Cool.
Here's
Yeah.
here's the
Yeah.
drum over there. Yep.
Yeah. I tried it a couple times, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Super
Yeah,
fun.
it's pretty easy to pick up too. So yeah, that was my week, and then of course you guys came in Friday night. We hung out and went out and had some drinks. Then Saturday we did GalaxyCon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like our kind of our. I mean, gosh, I guess you compare it to comic. I mean, I've never been to like a Comic Con, so I imagine that's probably bigger than what we experienced. But
Yeah.
I mean, this one was
Big
way
deal.
busier than a lot more people, I should say, than last year.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and I think maybe as far as like the celebrities go, obviously like Paul Wesley and Ian Somerhalder were there from Twilight. Twilight Diaries, Jesus
Whoa,
Christ,
whoa, whoa.
from the Vampire Diaries. So I think a lot of fans were there to see them specifically because their panels were crazy big and the lines to get a signature were ridiculous. But they had a lot of like smaller name people there as well. You know, we got Patricia's signature that voiced Zelda in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild
Yes,
and
we
Age of the
did.
Calamity. So that was awesome. She was super nice.
She was so cool. Like she was just chatting it up with everybody.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was awesome. A lot of cool Zelda and Link cosplays as well in
Yeah,
that line.
the lady that was behind us like had the coolest. I mean, she built like the light dragon. Um, I don't know what was made out of foam and some other stuff. I mean, it looked pretty darn good
Yeah.
compared to the game, but that was really cool. But yeah, lots of merch and I don't know, lots of stuff, lots of cosplay. It was a great time.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like kind of overwhelming when you first
Yeah.
walk in and you look down and you see like all of the booths, all of the merch, all the celebrities there. Like,
Yep.
but it's awesome, man. There's kind of something for everybody. Like even if you go and you're not a fan of something specific, I feel like there's like really cool art that's
Hmm.
like not necessarily geared towards like gamers or fans of anime. Like you can just get some
Yeah.
cool like trinkets and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Definitely a lot of like. I don't want to like demean it, but definitely a lot of like Etsy shop style stuff where it's like a lot of
yeah.
handmade trinkets and stuff like that that look really really cool. So yeah, I mean, there's stuff there for I think everyone. I think you know you don't necessarily have to be a fan of anime or video games or whatever. There's something for you to do, and you know they can also you can also purchase drinks and the brothers from Vampire Diaries had their own like bourbon there, which was
Yeah, that's
really
pretty
cool.
good.
Like, they were super promoting it, and it was pretty good bourbon. Um, you know, as someone who is not super into bourbon, but would like to be, because I don't know. You see someone drinking bourbon, you're like, dude,
Cool
that
drink,
dude's
you
cool,
know?
man. It's a cool drink.
He's a bourbon guy?
He's
Wow.
he's a bourbon guy. So yeah, it was a blast. I was definitely super tired the next day
Yeah.
on
Oh my
Sunday.
god. You guys had to drive home after that too.
Yeah, and the drive, I mean, it felt like it was so short because there was hardly any traffic on the road. Yeah, we made it in like a record time, but
Nice. I want to
yeah.
ask, compared to last year, what would you say like the most popular cosplay was? Like, did you notice a difference between last year and this year?
Um,
Because like I saw a lot of Chainsaw Man cosplays
yeah, and I
this
couldn't
time.
remember it when Chainsaw Man aired last year because I think it just came out last year and it may have been after um GalaxyCon. I don't know. I mean, we didn't. I mean, there's a bunch of like. I feel like I didn't see as many like Naruto cosplay. Um, there was a lot when we went upstairs and we were waiting in line for the Q&A for the Vampire Diaries. There was
Mhm.
a get together of this, like, all the Spider-Man that were there, and it was like 30 or 40 of them, like all in different variations of Spider-Man, which is really funny. Some
Yeah.
were just like dancing and being silly. So that was funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Zelda and Link cosplay, obviously, because Patricia Somerset was there. Um, a lot of Tanjiro, which is from Demon Slayer. I saw a lot of that. A lot of people had like the green and black, like plaid looking shirts on.
Okay.
I'll give you. I got a box art of it. Hold on one sec.
Oh, nice. Yep. Okay. Yep. I definitely saw a bunch of those.
Yeah, lots
I
of those.
Yeah, I would say that the most frequent ones were Spider-Man
Yeah,
alternative costumes or Chainsaw Man,
yeah,
and they were all great. Like all the cosplays were really good. I mean,
yeah.
there were just so many. Like we went up to the third floor, me and Alicia, and we were just sitting there, kind of taking a break, and I was just looking behind me, like looking down at everyone walking, and you could see everyone from Sora, from Kingdom
hmm
Hearts to like Goku to Link. Like there is just so many cool cosplays.
Yeah. Was there any in particular that you thought were like the coolest one or stood out? I mean, there was like the Bumblebee one that was there,
Yeah, yeah.
but he
Bumblebee
was
was
there
awesome.
last year too. So I don't know. I'm sure he's probably not in it like a worker, but hold on, Nick, your volume cut out.
I might have to switch back over to the.
I can hear you now.
Is that better? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, must have cut out. I've seen Bumblebee around Raleigh.
Okay. Okay. So he's okay. So that's what he does then.
He's a frequent character that shows up.
I mean, it's cool. Like it's a great. I mean, it's a great cosplay. I mean, it looks incredible.
Yeah. My favorite. I really liked the Attack on Titan. The
I'm surprised we
that
didn't
one
see
that
more. I
you saw.
just saw the one.
Yeah, that was a really good one too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised, especially with
Yeah.
the
With
final
the
season coming out this year. I mean,
final
we get to
season
see more.
part 3 or whatever that just aired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see more of that, but yeah, lots of really really awesome stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I saw. Obviously, the Chewbacca one was really good.
Yeah, like the 9-foot Chewbacca
Yeah,
cosplay. That was awesome.
and then Master Chief. That one was
That one was great. I mean, which I
amazing
think
as
he was
well.
there last year too.
Yeah,
'Cause I remember our super detailed one as well.
right. Because there was a guy with him handing out cards for. I think he did like he made parts for cosplay
Oh, cool.
costumes. Like he did like 3D printing and that kind of stuff.
Oh wow, he must have. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so I
cool.
think he was kind of in business with the Master Chief. 'Cause I took a picture with him and then he handed me a card. So that was
Okay.
cool. But
Yeah.
yeah. So who all did you get stuff signed by? Give me the list.
Yeah. So I got Patricia's signature, and then I got Charles Martinet, which voices the Mario cast pretty much.
Hmm.
I brought in my Mario N64 game case, the cardboard case, and I had him sign it, which was really awesome. He was super nice too. I just got those two, and then Brittany got 2 of the Backstreet Boys that were there, and then Christopher Lloyd,
Hmm.
and then
Oh, and then
Steve Burns from the original. Is it Steve Burns? Is that his name? Steve Burns?
Steve Downs.
No,
Burns?
Steve Downs is Master Chief.
Oh, right.
Steve is it Steve Burns? He just plays Steve. That might be right, but yeah, he plays the original,
Yeah, you're right.
original Blue's Clues actor. So that was pretty cool to see. And it's just cool, like you walk in, you just like, oh, I'm like 2 feet away from like Paula Abdul, like so random, but
Yeah.
hey, there you are.
That was so funny. Her just like randomly walking by.
Yeah, Yeah, it's like, oh, gosh, like super cool to be like that close to a celebrity. So
And then Joel McHale was there as well.
yeah, Joel McHale. Giancarlo Esposito, he was only there on Thursday, which is why we didn't see him.
Okay, I was wondering if he had like canceled Saturday or something, but he was only set up for Thursday.
Yeah, just set up for Thursday. I went back and
Okay,
looked online, and yeah, it just said Thursday.
gotcha.
But yeah, I had a blast. I got some stuff. I got me one of those Attack on Titan like mystery boxes. I got me a new blanket. I got me a
Hell
little
yeah.
mug that's in the corner right there, if you can see it.
Yeah. That looks
I
nice.
got a 4-pack of shot glasses. That's got like different characters on there. I got like a hairbrush, which is super random, but hey, why not?
Hey, it's a mystery box.
Yeah, and I think that was everything.
What did Brittany get in the supernatural box?
It was like she got like it was like a little handbag, like a purse, and a couple of other things that was really more geared to like females, I guess, with the purse and stuff. So I mean, cool. So you know, if you're a guy that's not necessarily into, you know, having like a handbag and stuff, you know, maybe you're not going to be satisfied with that box, but that was cool. And then Kaylee got I got her a Stranger Things box, and it had a bunch of like, I don't know, she got like a lanyard and some other stuff. She got like a D&D like dice set and like a little container to roll it in and stuff. So she got some pretty cool stuff. So yeah, that was cool. Got some also got some Attack on Titan socks. I mean, you know,
I know you got socks.
yeah, it came in. Well, it came in the mystery box.
With the mystery box.
Yep. And it got me a little new Gohan statue, and got Kellen a Among Us nightlight, which he liked a lot, and it like changes different colors, so it gets all the colors of the, you know, the Among Us people, the crewmates. But yeah, had a great time. I would definitely want to go next year.
Oh yeah.
You know, just to see who's there, and you know, and now that you guys you kind of expect to, you know, have a better expectation of what to you know, how the day goes.
Yeah, and like it wasn't that we were like
Overwhelmed or anything.
Yeah, it wasn't that we were overwhelmed or weren't having fun at any point. It was just like, what do we expect? You know, I've never been to something like this. It's yeah, it was exciting to not really know what was going on, but
yeah.
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I had a blast. But yeah, that's pretty much my week. I didn't really do anything else in the week either. Just kind of typical work week. But I did see Oppenheimer. I thought it was great.
Heck yeah.
I mean, not much to say from what you had to say the other last week, but yeah, thought it was really good. Cillian Murphy killed it. Robert Downey Jr. killed it. I mean, everybody. It was like every other scene was like, I think this celebrity should be in the movie, and they come walking in.
I'd like it. I'd like to see Josh Peck in the movie. I don't know if he ever when he shows up.
Just shows up. Yeah, a lot of different celebrities. Everybody killed their performance. It's a long movie. It's 3 hours long, but I think what you said, where it goes by pretty quickly, I think is accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a nice biopic of Oppenheimer. And then just obviously there's an explosion in the movie at some point. I mean, it's based on the atomic bomb, but that whole cinematography around that was just
that entire
incredible.
Amazing. Subverted expectations in the coolest way, or in the probably like the scariest way possible, I should say. It was just like that's unnerving.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's how unnerving it is.
Yeah, because you knew it was gonna come, and then it kind of just happens out of nowhere. Not to spoil anything, but yeah, obviously they test the bomb. You know, that's
yeah. It was really good. Glad I saw it in theaters. We went on Thursday. It was a packed show. I mean, it was completely sold out. But and then I watched the last 3 episodes of The Witcher. They put the 3rd season in 2 volumes because of course, you know, that's the thing to do nowadays.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. As far as like, I know that they've gone so far away from like the source material. So if like you're super into The Witcher lore, I could definitely see where people would be upset, and that's why Henry's left because of creative differences and stuff like that. But as a series overall, like I really enjoyed the story and where they took it.
Mhm.
Um, I did see one tweet where it was like the show is about the Witcher, but it's really about like the witches and like in um like the magical aspect of that, and that, I mean, it makes sense because I
True.
mean the I don't know, I want not the coven, but
The mage school.
yeah, the
witch
mages, yeah,
school,
the mages are kind of like the backbone of the world, because they send they build up these mages and they send them to you know um guide the kings and queens of the different lands and stuff, as like advisors.
Yeah, and they set that up in season 1.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of at some point you're like, man, I kind of want some more of just like the Witcher action, like just fights and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, like, I thought it was really good, but obviously Henry is gone for season 4.
Yeah, I mean,
And the story is continuing, and it's just going to be so weird because I thought the chemistry between Ciri and Yennefer and Geralt, it just was like perfect, and I just don't know how that energy is going to remain the same with a completely different actor.
right.
There's not very many shows where they replace the main actor and they continue on,
And it's continue on to success as well. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I think one thing they could have done with The Witcher as a series overall is just to kind of like make it into a monster of the week type of show and have it
yeah,
be just a different adventure every week. And that's kind of what you do in the game. Um, and that would just, I know that would like increase production budget a ton because
yeah.
you're having to render these huge monsters, but they could have done that. I mean,
Well, like in the game, I
I
mean,
don't
like
know.
you're investigating, you're asking questions about like what's going on and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and then you prepare. Once you find out what type of monster it is, then you go in and prepare. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you could look at
Kind
shows
of like
like,
a supernatural.
as I say, yeah, shows like Supernatural, where like every other episode is like a monster of the week, and then one episode will kind of fill in the main story, and it's like, yeah, you could do that with The Witcher, and it would be 20 episodes a season, which is awesome. But also like the budget would just be insane. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Super
I mean, how
tough
did they
show.
do it in Supernatural? Is it like
It was
it's
just
not
like
like
it was
crazy
just like
long?
25 episodes a season. I mean, and obviously like the fight scenes aren't anything compared to like The Witcher, so like you don't need a ton of CGI, so like it's not gonna be super expensive. But yeah, if they kind of followed that path, that would be awesome. But in the wake of all these companies and their various apps and stuff like that, where it's been reported that they're losing like millions and billions of dollars, because like streaming just isn't sustainable.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we need
hard
these
to
production shows.
yeah, it's hard to invest. I mean, when shows are cost one to $2 million an episode, and you got 8 episodes in a season, like it's hard to sustain that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I really, like I said, I really enjoyed the 3 seasons we got with Henry and is it Liam? Yeah, Liam.
Yeah, Liam.
I mean, maybe he'll do a good job. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll check out season 4 just to see how the chemistry is, see how he kind of takes on that role.
Yeah, and
But
I'm curious about the story. Like I really enjoyed the story that they laid out with the 3 seasons. So, I
yeah,
don't know.
so it's kind of a bummer that they they have a good skeleton here, but
Yeah. And it really, the way they ended 3, like it feels like 4 is already going to be like maybe the last season anyways. Well, actually, no, I think Netflix did. I think they did renewed it for season 5 as well. At least I thought that's what I read, but I could be wrong. But yeah, it felt like it could be wrapped up in a season if they wanted it to, based on where they were going with it. But who knows? I don't know. It's a shame. It's a shame because I really like. You know, I thought he was like the perfect Geralt. So it's a
Well,
shame.
that's a shame.
All right. Well, we've talked a lot about stuff before even playing video games. Nick, what games have you been
Sorry,
playing?
guys. Um, playing a bit more Pikmin 4. So I know I said I finished it last week. I'm on the post game now,
Okay.
and I'm slowing down a little bit. Not that I'm not wanting to play Pikmin, but I'm just like kind of wanting to play some other games right now because I put it like a good like 20 something hours into Pikmin 4. So
Yeah.
I was
Respectable.
yeah, pretty deep into it. But that it's such a great game. It's just overloaded with cuteness with the
Yeah.
Pikmin. I mean, Ochi is a great
It's awesome.
addition. That is just so awesome. Such a better way to get around than just like having to kite your Pikmin
Yeah.
and try not to let them fall off of bridges and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah. The fact that they can just latch onto them is like game
that's great.
changing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been playing more of that. And then also, and I was playing it a bit while you were here, but playing some Modern Warfare 2.
Yes.
And not the new one,
No,
but
no.
the
Why would you play the new one?
2008, 2009 Modern Warfare 2.
2009. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit's so fun, man.
Yeah. I was watching you
It's
play.
so fun.
I was watching you play. I mean,
It's
it's a
like,
fun game, dude. Like if they were to
yeah,
just remaster that, I guess they don't even need to, man. Like it still like looks pretty good. And it was running great outside of like I think
yeah.
that one moment you had like a little bit of like connection issue.
Yeah, and I just had to drop the game
Yeah.
and jump to a different match, but yeah, it's fun. I was playing the other day. I was playing on Sunday and I was playing a match of domination
Yeah.
and we were playing on Scrapyard against a team that were all using like NoobTube C4
Oh, it's classic.
and like I was like, all right,
Classic.
this is kind of a pain in the ass. It's kind of annoying, but I think there's a way we can beat them. I think
Yeah.
there's a way I can beat them, and I mean we ended up winning. We ended up winning, man, against six six nude tudes going off. It was just like, oh my god, it sounded like I was in the Oppenheimer movie.
I mean,
All these
that was just
explosions
like
going on.
one of my favorite parts about that game. Is just like as soon as the match starts, you just launch the noob tube, you throw a
Yeah.
knife, and you might get
There's
one
the
kill in
next
like
turn.
20 matches, but when you do, it's like super epic. Yeah, there's something about those old games where I mean, they're pretty simple. I mean, there's a lot
Yeah.
going on, like with with all the upgrades and stuff you can do, the guns and well, really all the unlocks you can get in the skins and stuff. But yeah, man, when you strip out all that battle pass garbage and nonsense, you just have a game that just plays and it's just fun. Man,
It's honestly a great time. Like I'm it's so dumb, but like I'm excited to unlock all these guns because I jumped in and I was level 13.
yeah, so you're pretty,
Uh,
yeah,
so I was like, man, I get to unlock the tar, get the
Tar's so
silenced
good.
tar, and then I'm trying to think of what else.
I don't know.
I
I
unlocked,
really
but
hope that like once this acquisition goes through, that I don't know. I feel like Call of Duty has lost a step. Like, I mean, I feel like they're trying to be a little bit more like Fortnite with having like Homelander in there and like Nicki Minaj. Like, what are we doing, Call of Duty?
I mean, and granted, it's been like that for like 10 years at this
Yeah,
point.
I mean
Like
they've had like Snoop Dogg in there, I think, right at some
yeah,
point.
yeah, like they've had a bunch of celebrities in their games.
And it's like I don't know, man. Like, let's get back to basics. Like, make a really awesome like arena shooter where Call of Duty was before without, and you can still have your your what is it, the
The battle pass.
battle, not the battle pass, but like the what is it, the battle royale mode and whatever,
Mm.
like Warzone. You can still have all that, but just get back to like the basics with this stuff. And
And no sliding around, no running on walls. Just
well, they
like
just added something. I think that's like it's like the new drop shot. It's like an instant drop shot. Like, come on, look, that's not fun.
see the point of the drop shot in Modern Warfare 2. It's like it's kind of skill based. You have to change your button layout a little bit, but it's like
Well, and it's very slow.
somewhat
Like it's relatively
yeah, it's
slow
somewhat
to
slow.
where if you were a skilled player, you could be like, oh, he's trying to drop shot. You can get him. But and like the one like the videos that I've seen, I mean, it's like instantaneous compared to like a normal
See, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then it's instantaneous to get down, and then it's also instantaneous to get back up. So it's ridiculous. Like you could be on the ground and up again within a second. It's pretty dumb.
That's like having like an instant quick scope.
Yeah, it's
Instantly
pretty
zoom in on your
ridiculous.
rifle.
But
Yeah. I don't know, man. It was like just classic fun. Like even when we were losing,
yeah, it's fun. It's just a fun game.
great time.
It's just
go,
just a fun game.
I had like 20 days in that game.
20 days.
I don't know how many hours that is, but
Yeah, that's
feels
a
like
lot of hours. Yeah, we put a lot of time into Modern Warfare, especially Modern Warfare 2 back in the day. I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
So much
Now
time.
I did boot up Modern Warfare 1.
Mhm.
That one seems to be unplayable.
Really?
Yeah, it's just riddled with lag and
Well, maybe that was the one that, because that was on the ship level, right? Like the dark ship level. That's like it's like the first level from like the first game from Modern Warfare. Okay, well, maybe that's what I'm thinking of when I mentioned the lag before.
yeah, I played a couple of matches and just couldn't get a stable connection.
Yeah. Well, I think Modern Warfare 2 is the better game, anyways.
Yeah, I wanna play Black Ops 1 as well.
Yeah, Black Ops is pretty good too. They had a string, man. Like Modern Warfare 1, like even like World of War was fun. Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2,
Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1 and 2 were great multiplayer wise. I didn't think I played a lot of Modern Warfare 3. I think I was kind of getting out of the Call of Duty phase.
Yeah, I mean that one was good in its own right.
Yeah.
I think that was the last like good Infinity. What is it? Infinity Ward? Yeah, one of their last good ones. Because then they did. I think they did Ghosts.
Yeah, it was Ghosts and like Infinite Warfare, and it's just like
Infinite Warfare.
Infinite Warfare. Like what a shitty name. Like just Infinite War. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I heard the story was actually pretty good for that, but
yeah. I don't think I've played a Call of Duty campaign since maybe Black Ops 2 or maybe Black Ops 3. Like I skipped Ghost. I skipped Advanced Warfare.
Oh, Advanced Warfare. That's right.
Yeah, Ghost, Advanced Warfare. Was it really Infinite? Was it Infinite Warfare? Infinite Warfare?
I think so.
Yeah, it's just I haven't been a Call of Duty person in a very long time, but Modern Warfare 2 is still good.
Yeah, they had because it went. I'm just gonna read down the list real quick.
Okay.
Modern Warfare, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. And Black Ops was awesome because that had the customizable reticles.
Yeah, Black Ops was really good.
And like the replays too. You'd like look back at a match. Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Ghosts, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
That's where it started to Ghosts, because I didn't play Ghosts.
Yeah, that one, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, that one was pretty good. Infinite Warfare, World War 2, Black Ops 4.
They had a
Black Ops 4 was pretty good.
They had a World at War 2?
Oh, it's just WW2.
Oh, okay, modern. Oh, it's just war. Okay, well, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Black Ops 4 was good. I played a little bit of Blackout mode because that was like the first step into to Battle Royale, but the actual multiplayer itself was pretty good. But they did not have a campaign with that one.
No,
that was like the first one to launch.
Controversial.
Yeah, and they still full price it, of course. So
yeah, but the multiplayer was
solid. It was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, and then they went Modern Warfare, Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Ugh, Vanguard. I think I played a little bit of that one, maybe. I played a bit of the Modern Warfare remake.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely go back and.
Maps.
You hate the maps?
Yeah, maps sucked.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like the campaign was pretty good, but the maps were not that good. Yeah, I'll go back and like play some of the old campaigns once they come into Game Pass at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, once they do.
Anything else you've been playing?
I did start up Octopath Traveler 2.
That's right, you got it, yeah.
Yeah, but just like 20 minutes. So
okay.
No impressions yet.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't play anything else other than Pikmin 4. I played a little bit of Your House. I started doing the night um, night quest. I can't remember what they're called. Just
I think
night
they're just
expedition.
yeah, expeditions.
Got introduced to the glow Pikmin, which are really awesome. I like the fact that you just attack and they just immediately come back to you. They're pretty much like ghosts. I mean,
Yeah.
they can't die. Well, they can die, but they're immune to like water, fire, electric, poison, like you name it. They're immune to it. And it's pretty different. Like you're not necessarily exploring at night. You're going around getting these like gems to increase
Mhm.
your glow Pikmin population, and then the monsters are coming to attack. I can't remember the name of it, but they're like the where the glow Pikmin come from. But they make this, they make the antidote for the leafling creatures you're finding throughout the game.
So it's like a tower defense.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a tower defense, but it's pretty cool. I've done all the ones that it's let me do so far. They're pretty easy. You just got to pay attention to the map and make sure you're not getting like overwhelmed or anything like that. But there's also like fake bases too that you can kind of use as like a deterrent or
Kind of like a bait.
yeah,
set 'em up.
like a bait to get them to attack those first, so you can kind of really get your defenses in line, I guess. I mean, but you're on Ochi, so you're pretty quick. I mean, there's
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it's
And
cool.
I don't know if you know this, but you get like the seeds after you finish, like the glow Pikmin seeds. You can bring those into caves in the main game.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I
Bring
haven't done it
use
yet,
those.
but I did see them in my inventory where I guess I can pull them out if I want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think there's a few more Pikmin that I have not been introduced to yet, but I'm on the third world now, which is really cool because that one, at certain points of the day, or maybe just once a day, the water actually retracts
Yeah.
based on, it's hard to tell where you're at, but I'm assuming you're near like either a river or something, but the water,
Mhm.
you know, high tide, low tide kind of thing, which is really cool because there was one item that was like in the water, but it was like behind something. And I'm like, well, I could like Ochi can swim, but then I gotta get off. And I was like, and then surely at some point, then the water came back, and you were able to explore some more stuff. So
Yeah.
super cool. That I didn't know that was a mechanic in the game. That's pretty cool to see that. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so
Like,
far.
yeah.
Got all the ship crewmates now. Just unlock the pilot. So I could technically, I guess, go to the fourth area where Captain Olimar is supposedly there. I don't know if that's
Mhm.
the last area or not. But supposedly he's there as far as like the campaign like notes go. So yeah, really good game. Super good
Yeah.
game.
Really, really excellent. And it can be as long or as short as you want it to be. Like
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
blast through the main campaign and not 100% every area, or you can, just take
yeah.
your time, 100% it.
And
Get
yeah,
about
it's pretty easy. I
20 to
mean, we talked
40
about it
hours of it.
last week, but I mean, the fact that you could just give Ochi the sense to go to, it makes it really nice. And if you're on top,
Yeah.
if you're riding him, it just automatically takes you there. You don't even have to steer it,
It's
which is
kind of
cool.
cool.
That's awesome. It's, again, just like respects your time.
I love it when games do that.
I always love that. But yeah, glad I picked it up. It's been a great game so far. Yeah.
Nice.
You want to dive into to some news?
Yeah. Not a ton this week, but the kind of the big thing here that came out today was a report from, was it VGC?
BGC. Yep.
Yep, they reported that Nintendo is planning to release their next gen console, their Nintendo Switch successor, in the second half of 2024.
Yep.
And they reported that it was going to be a hybrid console as well, so it would have portable play. It would have an LCD screen as opposed to an OLED screen, and then they didn't confirm whether or not it was, or they couldn't confirm whether or not it was backwards compatible.
Yeah. It really, I mean, it sounds like the Switch too, right? It sounds
Yeah.
like a better version of the Switch. So I think if Nintendo announces this thing and it doesn't have backwards compatibility, they're gonna like condemn themselves because
Yeah.
there's just no way that it couldn't. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's going to cause any sales issues. Now, the only thing that I could consider Nintendo kind of giving in to third-party publishers is because people can't do like, oh, a remaster of this game and put it out on the next Switch. You know, they can't resell it, right?
Yep.
Now they could do the thing like PlayStation, Xbox do, where they charge you an extra $10 to get the better version, sure. But hopefully Nintendo has a little bit of a moral code in that situation and respects its 120 million plus user base and just allows all that stuff to be compatible.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope that they would take that approach of just having backwards compatibility, and then yeah, sure, if a publisher if Ubisoft wants to charge a $10 upgrade for Sparks of Hope
Yeah.
special edition or enhanced edition, which it needs, sure, go ahead, but you can't expect to be able to resell your game that you just released a year ago.
Yeah.
Like like even on PS5, like people really didn't do that. They would just have the upgraded version or like the next gen version.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Call of Duty had it where you could pay 60 for the PS4 version and then upgrade for $10 or just outright buy the
which
PS5 version.
I just never agree with that. Like I don't know. It just seems
now,
really
like,
scummy.
Now Xbox does it too, like, which I still don't agree with, but it seems to be the industry standard now at this point.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know, like when you think about Tears of the Kingdom, which is a $70 game, like would Nintendo charge an extra $10 to unlock the next gen version, or would they resell it as a $70, $80 game? Like,
I don't
know.
think so. Like I don't see Nintendo doing that. But I also don't see them like going back and doing the work to make everything better, you know, going forward. Like they'll do just enough work to make sure it's backwards compatible, and that's it. I don't see them doing like, I mean, technically, yeah, it will run better on a better system, but I don't see them going back and do like redoing the work. Like, okay, Zelda's 30 frames per second and lower than that. Let's jump it up to 60. I just don't see them doing that. But that doesn't stop other developers to do that. But hopefully they don't not make it backwards compatible so they can do stuff like that, and then also for the developer, the other third party stuff to be able to do that. Like hopefully they don't do that, because that's just really scummy.
And like, I also understand that the last thing they want to do is confuse anybody. And with PlayStation, the whole next gen jump was very confusing in terms of like, what version do I even buy? Do I have the current version? Like everyone's always worried about, do I even have the next gen version? Like that's going to be like potentially be a problem with backwards compatibility in the Switch 2, is like, is this the enhanced version? Is there an automatic download for, an upgrade for the game? Like, does that even matter with a game like Super Mario Bros. Wonder? Like,
I think the way that they can do it, I mean, they can obviously like on the box be like, hey, backwards compatible with, all, or, whatever. I don't know if every single thing is going to be backwards compatible, but, Switch games run on the Switch too. They can put that on the box as like a, all your existing games will run. And then the way to get around, specifically for like Nintendo games, first party games, like the new games, they just don't run on the Switch, the original Switch. They are Nintendo Switch 2 games, and I think that's how you would do that. I don't think there should be any sort of like cross-gen stuff like that's super confusing. And PlayStation was very upfront about, we don't believe in cross-gen or cross-gen stuff, and then every single game up until Spider-Man has been cross-gen compatible. So I think everything on the original Switch works on the Switch 2, but nothing that's new to the Switch 2 runs on the Switch.
Okay. So to kind of get super detailed and in the weeds here, in terms of like the boxes that the games come in, like what do you think they would have a different functional design of the box? Like it wouldn't just be a rectangle, it would be like a different color or a different
I think it'll be a different color. I think the Switch boxes are like my favorite boxes of all time. I love them.
Pretty great.
I really love the box. So hopefully they keep it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe make the spine like blue or something. Yeah,
like a
whatever.
white.
Or a white. Yeah, a white could be cool. Yeah, I think they'll do a different color. I think they'll probably just keep the same box art or the box format. I think that's just, or maybe they
Good
go a little
format.
smaller because like you don't really, the fact that
Yep.
instant there's no like booklets in there anymore. Maybe they could just go like the size of a 3DS or something like that.
Yeah,
But
that
I'd
could
be
be
fine with
good.
that. Um,
I wonder if there's some sort of like marketing analysis they did for the size of game boxes and the likelihood of purchase. Of
yeah,
like if someone sees a small box, they're like, oh, that's a small game. That's a baby game or something like that.
yeah.
Like, wow, we have to make our boxes
I don't know. That's a good
taller.
question. That's definitely a good
Yeah.
question.
Or maybe just not to associate themselves with a purely handheld device like the DS or the 3DS because those had the square boxes.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Yeah, part of me is just worried about them having another Wii U situation where you can't tell what the difference is between the Switch and the Switch 2, and that leads to a lot of confusion amongst Rico's just sitting there watching.
Yeah. Well, she started whining. Um, so let's jump into we're probably gonna wrap up the show here pretty soon, but I want to ask Nick if so. Let's say all this is true. Let's say the Switch 2 is is pretty much the Switch 2, same board factor, all that stuff. Do you think there'll be different SKUs? And the only reason I think there maybe could be is we have like the OLED SKU that's got like the different dock, and it has
Yeah,
4K. Um, it has the ability to do 4K.
I see where you're getting at.
So maybe when they announce the Switch 2, because I think it's going to be $400, but maybe the $300 model will just come with the Switch, like the screen, the Joy Cons if they're doing Joy Cons again, and then that way, people have triple, quadruple dipped into the Switch at this point, so they have all these docks lying around.
Mhm.
And maybe they can't. Maybe they won't work with the original dock, but maybe for those who got the OLED, they'll work with that. So maybe they'll have two different forms where, but that might be too confusing, um, because not everyone got an OLED. But
Yeah.
do you think there'll be different SKUs, or maybe the other Switch will just run with the original dock? I mean, who knows? Do you think that's a possibility?
I mean, yeah, I guess if they have a 4K console, then they would probably go that route of having the $400 base version with dock and Switch, and then having the maybe $350, $300 version with just the Switch. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, that's the thing that could get super confusing
yeah, it could.
for consumers. It's hard when there's like it's not a peripheral, but it's hard when there's like a separate thing.
Yeah.
And like they've never really sold the docks separately, right?
No, you can buy the dock separately. I think it's like
You
70 or
can?
$80. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Part of me just thinks they would have a just one version
Yeah. Yeah, I think
just
you're
to keep it
probably
clean.
right.
Good.
Unless they have a digital only version, which I don't know. I've never been a fan of those, anyways. Like
No.
as the main, like maybe some, if you got a Series X and you want a Series S to like put in a different room, sure. But like as your main thing, like I always prefer to be able to choose what I want to, because like even sales of games are different on digital versus physical. Sometimes they're cheaper on digital, sometimes they're cheaper physical. It just kind of depends.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what they would do.
And do you think they have a light this go around? Or do you think maybe they launch with like that's the SKU, $400 for the new Switch with the new dock and all that stuff, and then the $300 model is
Just the light.
the light, and then the base Switch can go down to like 200, and like the light can go down to like 150 or something,
Yeah.
and phase those out, of
But
course.
like
They're not
what
going
would they do? Oh, I guess the light would just be more powerful. But like how would it be an upgrade from the regular Switch Lite,
yeah.
other than just being the successor to the Switch, which I guess is enough, but I don't know. I feel like the Lite would need to have like an OLED screen or something. But
We have
then
to make it a little bit
but
different. Yeah, but then it's like then you run with two models that are different in power, and you're kind of running into the Series S and X thing where like, you know, some people are like, no, the S is holding the Xbox back, and some people are like, no, it's not. Like the Baldur's Gate people are like, it's not. You know, it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
You kind of run into that scenario, and I don't think anyone's, you know, the Switch 2 is going to come out and be as powerful as like a PS4. You know, it's not going to be, you know, anything
Not gonna be
crazy, but yeah, maybe just one model.
Maybe just or if they have the Switch Lite, it's gonna have the same like performance parity as
Yeah.
I mean, just like the normal Switch Lite.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I think the base Switch like technically runs better docked, but that's the only reason, right? Like, what? Right? It runs better docked, right?
I think marginally,
Yeah.
but it's not like a different. Internally, it's not different.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that could be a possibility.
It just clocks a little higher with the dock or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's exciting because.
Or I guess you could just have two SKUs. One comes with the dock and one doesn't. And then if you want to inevitably purchase a dock.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they should have done with the Switch Lite.
Yeah.
Just had a version without the dock. Because like realistically, who doesn't want to have detachable Joy-Cons?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get where like they were, eyeing at the kids because it's a smaller device, so it makes sense. But
yeah, if you drop it, it's less likely to break because there's not, removable parts.
Removable parts, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what they're gonna do with it? But what do you think about late 2024? Are you okay with that, or I mean, obviously we would prefer it like sooner rather than later, but
obviously prefer it sooner, but I mean that's fine. We'll get all the games we're getting this year, and then
whatever. And then that begs the question of like, what do they announce the September Direct, the inevitable September Direct?
I think they just announced first half 2024 games. Holy shit! Yeah, I mean they announced they get more details on the Princess Peach game.
Luigi's Mansion, yeah, I got like give like proper release dates for that or time frame.
Oh yeah. I was like, what are you talking? Yeah, is that Dark Moon? Is that the one they're?
Dark Moon, yeah.
First one, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, Dark Moon.
Maybe Metroid, like
Metroid Prime 4, Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime
I don't think
3.
they talk about Metroid Prime 4. I think they just talk about maybe like stealth release 2 and then go from there. I don't think 4 gets taught. I think 4 is going to be in like their God, when would they even announce the Switch 2? The July Direct? June Direct?
3. I think they'll release Metroid Prime 2 and 3 same time.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think they're going to be lesser
remasters. Like remasters. So like a 2 and 3 like combo.
Kind of like a Pikmin 1 and 2 situation.
Okay, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. And then
I'd be okay with that.
I think Metroid Prime 4 in the February Direct, February 2024.
Okay. Does the Switch get announced there, or does it get announced in June?
No, I think it's in June. I think the Switch 2 is in
June with like an October release date.
2 months.
Okay. Okay, I could see. I could imagine
I see how it all can happen, right?
Like, yeah, I'm imagining the path to the Switch 2 announcement. Okay.
I can see Prime 4 being the last like big Switch game, but it also gets.
So you don't think it's going to be a Switch 2 exclusive then? You think it's going to be like the last?
No, I think it'll be on the Switch. I think Nintendo still has to deliver on the promise of releasing this game on the Switch.
And it's true. Yeah, it'd be kind of weird if they waited till the Switch 2 to.
It's like Breath of the Wild, right? Like you promised it on the Wii U, just release it on both. No one's gonna get it on the Wii U.
Yeah.
But in this case, people are probably gonna get it on the Switch.
Yeah. Okay, I see where head's at. I see the pathway. I like it. I can see the gears turning. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that's the Switch 2 talk. I'm sure there's gonna be more, man. It's just like nonstop, man. I don't even go on YouTube anymore because it's just every other video is like Switch 2 rumors and this and that. I'm like, Just
I
let
don't
it
even open
go.
my eyes anymore. Just I don't want to see any Switch 2.
Next up is I guess Final Fantasy, they had like a showcase, or what was it exactly?
I don't know what it was. Was it a partnership? Like, was it a partnered showcase with Xbox, or was it just a?
It was a Final Fantasy fan fest, is what it was. I'm reading the article
Okay.
now, but Phil Spencer made a surprise appearance at the end of the keynote and announced that Final Fantasy 14 is coming to Xbox Series S and X sometime in spring of 2024.
I didn't know that
Yeah,
this wasn't already on
I didn't
Xbox.
know that either. I thought
Yeah.
maybe it was, but yeah, it's gonna have obviously faster loading, 4K support on Series X. There's going to be some sort of open beta, I think, sometime in 2024 before release date. So yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I heard some really good things about Final Fantasy 14. Like, it launched really, really rocky, and then they really turned it around, and it's one of the better MMOs out there to date. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I imagine, excuse me, I imagine you'll have to pay for it. I don't think this is going to be a Game Pass or anything like that.
No, probably not.
But interesting. I thought for sure that we weren't going to be getting any more Final Fantasy anything on Xbox. With the rumors of PlayStation buying Square Enix.
Yeah.
So, but maybe I don't know. I don't know how long this deal's been in development for. I think Final Fantasy 16 has had a pretty low expectation, or lower sales than they were expecting.
But good for the install base.
Yeah, good for the install base. So yeah, I mean, cool. It's always
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking up information on Final Fantasy 14. There were talks to bring
okay.
it to the Xbox 360,
Oh wow, okay.
but it fell through due to disagreements about Xbox Live and the use of Xbox Live, essentially.
Like having to pay for Xbox Live and also having to pay for.
Yeah, I think so.
That's how it was, I think, because I had Final Fantasy 11, and I think I still do. I don't think GameStop would not allow me to trade it back in because it was an MMO. But I think I still have the case. But yeah, it was one of those things where it's like you're paying for Xbox Live, but then you're paying like a $15 monthly subscription to play Final Fantasy 11. It's just like, but I don't know. Like, I'll try the beta if I'm able to get in, or a free trial or something. I'll definitely give it a shot because I've heard some really good stuff about it. So that's cool.
Yeah, I'll give it
That's
a
cool.
shot.
That's coming.
I'll give it a shot.
And it's
Apparently
on
this is
PS4, right? And PS4, PS5. It's on there.
Pretty sure.
Okay, it's cool.
Yeah, apparently this is the start of like a better relationship between Square Enix and Xbox. So they said there were more like projects on the way.
Cool.
Essentially.
Well, maybe we'll
More
finally see
partnerships.
a Final Fantasy 7 remake on the Xbox. So that's
That'd be nice.
still never been confirmed to be like full on exclusive, right? It was just a timed thing.
Yeah, I think it was just timed. Like I thought it was like a 1 year timed exclusive, but
That's what I thought.
that probably was renegotiated and changed.
I'm sure.
Some
I'm
point.
sure.
Yeah.
And then it's not on our news here, but there's reportedly an amiibo restock coming later on this year for all the Smash stuff, like the Smash amiibo.
Cool.
I think like Mario, like Captain Olimar, and some others are going to be restocked. And I think they're going to do like different waves of it. So
Kind of
there's
random.
there's like some rare amiibos out there that you haven't been able to find. In the coming months they should be coming, allegedly, reportedly. So we'll see.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
Yeah. And then Nick, you want to read the last one?
Yeah, and lastly, I think it was last Thursday, but
Yeah.
Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons came to Switch Online. So those are two really great games.
Yes.
If you like puzzles more, do Ages, and if you like combat more, do Seasons. But both of them,
excellent,
in their
excellent
own
games.
right, are very, very good.
Yes, play this game so we can get more 2D Zelda, because
Yes.
those are awesome. And I think Seasons is technically the first one you should play, and then Ages is like technically the sequel, but they're not. It doesn't really matter.
I started up Seasons and played the first dungeon,
Okay.
which you get to and can finish in like 15 minutes. So,
That's crazy.
super quick.
Yeah,
And
awesome.
and
Yeah, they're
yeah,
not super long
saves yourself.
games, super long Zelda games.
Like maybe 10 hours.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
probably much less if you've played it before.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot. I think there's a lot of like item trading
there is. Yeah.
in both of those. So
Yeah, great games. You know, kind of. And Jeff Grubb did say that he thought that Seasons was going to get announced. So what he stated about something non-Tears of the Kingdom related news wise, he says it's still on the table for this year. So,
well, I mean that makes sense because those were already announced
yeah,
as upcoming titles.
yeah. So he said that that is still separate from the. I guess all these Game Boy and stuff like that. It's always kind of just shadow dropped, right? They're pretty much just announced same day as they're available for all these.
Either that or a week before.
Yeah.
I know, like Fire Emblem was a week before. I think it really just depends.
Yeah, okay. So we should, or I shouldn't say should, we may still get some more Zelda related news later on this year. So that's it's always good to see Zelda stuff. Yeah, we had no idea what it is. We still got the two amiibos coming out at the end of the year. We have no release dates for those, so maybe they'll tie in the DLC with that.
Oh yeah.
We still don't have release dates for the Xenoblade deals. Yeah.
Yeah, where are those at?
Those were announced like 2 months ago, man. Like I'm ready to fight Best Buy on trying to get some of those. I'm not ready, but God, I'm kind of glad the Switch isn't. If it's the reports are true, I'm kind of glad it's not coming out until later on next year because I just don't have the mindset right now to fight lines to get a new console.
Yeah, and part of the reporting was that they're doing the second half of 2024 so that they can have enough stock.
Yeah,
which is great news. Because the Switch was pretty easy to get.
It was. Like I don't remember any trouble, but also I guess coming off the Wii U, it's like no one was really excited until but yeah, I was able to pre-order it and have no issues with Best Buy from what I remember. So yeah. But yeah, hopefully they have just a ton of these things ready to go and limit it. Have all the retailers limit one per customer and just get rid of stupid bots and scalpers and stuff like that.
Tired of scalpers with everything with Amiibo. Like, why are you scalping Amiibo?
Yeah, and then you upsell them like $10. Come on, yeah, it's ridiculous. So
come on, get a life, man.
Get a life, you losers. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to wrap up the show this week. If you guys have not listened to it, we recorded our Zelda Tears of the Kingdom full-on spoiler cast for that.
Full frontal discussion.
Yes, full frontal. So go listen to that if you have not. We really talked about it just an hour and a half pure Zelda and all the things we loved and some of the things we didn't like about it. So go check that out and leave us a review, leave us a rating on your favorite podcasting platform. That would help us out tremendously.
It would. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening as well.
Yep. And we'll have all of our all of our social stuff in the description below. So check us out on I don't know, is it Twitter? Is it X? They took away the X sign on the Twitter.
It changed on me. I didn't even update it, but it changed to X. So looks like I have like a freaking porn app on my phone.
I got up I think on Sunday or something, or either Sunday or this morning, and I was like, did I accidentally like download like a porn app in my sleep? And I was like, oh no, that's just the dumb X. But then they took the X sign off the Twitter building to like today. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Follow us on whatever Twitter X.
Yeah.
We run polls and stuff like that. We have fun. I tell people to touch grass sometimes because sometimes you need to, right? You just need to touch a little bit of grass.
Yeah, touch a little grass, and don't get that little grass keyboard hand rest. Go touch some actual grass.
Yeah, some real grass. I mean, whether it's you're cutting it or you're just touching it with your hands. I mean, just get outside.
I hand pulled like 300 weeds yesterday, and I got.
Did you really?
I got 3 separate blisters on my hand.
You didn't wear gloves?
No, it was a spur of the moment decision. So I'm gonna get pulled. And now that they're back today. So it was a wasted effort.
Yeah, weeds grow
so
like
stupid.
Yeah, weeds are ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the weed talk. All right, guys. We'll see y'all. We're gonna record next Sunday, so we should have the podcast up on Monday, either late Sunday night or Monday morning. We'll have it up for you guys. So a little bit earlier than usual, but yeah, we're just trying to get back into the flow of things with having these weeks off. So
I know it's hard to get back into it.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.